Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and how are you doing? Yeah, me too. What the heck is going on? Okay, this year has been what I would say is unprecedented, right? Like literally every day of this year has been like nothing we have ever seen before. And I swear to you, I just wish for some precedented thing. You know what I mean? I want the familiar. I want what I know. I just want things to be calm and normal. And you know what? I wish for something to be boring. Like I said in my October favorites video, it's okay to not be okay. I'm not okay. This last week has been really hard. This video is going to come out like a week from today. So it is day 4 of election day. It's not a thing. We still don't know who the president of the United States is going to be next year. Yeah, there's that. COVID cases are just absolutely skyrocketing insane. Hospitals are filling up. Countries are going under lockdown. Like the holidays are coming. Like, oh my God. So what's today's video going to be about? It's not going to be 20 minutes of me saying that. No, today's video, what I really want today's video to be is just fun and light and just a nice distraction for both of us. I need it, you need it, we all need it. So let's play with some makeup. Really kind of fun thing is I'm going to be testing out the new Purito BB Creams. They sent me all 3 colors, so I'm going to swatch all 3 of them for you. And I haven't tried them out yet, so I'm excited to see how it applies, how it feels, how it performs, and if I can get a good color match too. So stay tuned if you need a distraction, if you want to hang out and get away from all the nonsense. If you are so ready, whether you're okay or not okay, it's okay. Give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. I really have been enjoying the Peach and Lily Skin Shield Blurring Primer. This stuff is really nice because this is totally, I've said this before, but this is totally the right blend of like a makeup and a skincare product. You know, there's some really nice, beautiful ingredients in here that are very skin friendly, but it performs really nicely as a makeup product as well. So that definitely did like a nice, really subtle sort of like evening out of my complexion, which is great because it's really, you know, the stress of everything is really showing up on my face recently, especially with like some breakouts and things like that. So I am going to have to go in for some concealer. So this is the same Cover Perfection Pot Concealer in color number 2. And I really like this one, especially for like breakouts or hyperpigmentation dark marks, because it does have that heavy duty coverage to it, but it's still really comfortable to wear. All right, it's time for the new Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. It comes in 3 different colors. So this is SPF 38 with a PA of +3. They are using a mixture, I found this really interesting, a mixture of chemical and mineral filters to achieve the SPF in here. Usually in makeup products, it is only mineral, like zinc and titanium. And so I found that really interesting that there's some chemical filters in here as well. And no essential oils, no artificial fragrances, no like drying alcohols. Okay, so color number 21. This one, you know, this actually, it comes out really dark. It's actually a little like scary, right? But it actually seems to blend down a little bit lighter than it looks like straight from the tube. Okay, so I think color number 23 is going to be my match based on the swatch I did on my arm, but I do want to just double check before I do a full face on camera. So I have number 23 here. And I'm just going to swatch it along my jawline, which is a really good way to find a match for you, is like right on the jawline. I mean, the inside of the wrist is good too, but I feel like the inside of my wrist is slightly lighter than my face. And I'm just a little worried because it looks slightly dark. It actually is a lot darker than a lot of, straight from the tube anyways, it looks a lot darker than most Korean number 23 base products are, but actually that blends in really well. You can't even see it. Okay, see on my arm it looked darker, so this is why it's good to do a little jawline test too. I'm like, should I put this on with my fingers or should I put it on with a brush? I feel like it's gonna get real messy. I don't usually apply with my fingers, but I'm gonna go in with my fingers because I feel like that's how you do BB cream. See how dark it is when you first put it on, but it's gonna blend out a lot better than that. I haven't worn a BB cream in years. I was super into BB creams when I first got into K-beauty so many years ago, and it was that Misha oh gosh, I don't even remember what it's called. The Misha and the Red Tube, you know, the super famous one. That's like one of the first ones I tried. I also tried Skin 79. That was like really popular back then. I tried like Etude House ones, Holika Holika ones, or Holika Holika. I never know which way to say that one. It does have kind of like a moist a finish or moist feeling on the skin. This definitely isn't matte, like a matte or hard to spread. It spread really easily. It's very creamy kind of formulation. It actually feels almost slightly moisturizing in a way, but I want to wash my hands and then I want to buff this out. So I'll be right back, which should give us just enough time to see if the color has a little bit of an adjustment on the skin as well. I would say this is about the same general coverage you can get from cushion foundations, right? Because they do have like a lighter touch to them than your like traditional foundations do. And I would say that this kind of holds up in that realm. I mean, it's got pretty good coverage and it definitely has like, you can see it has like a moist finish. Now, of course, I had kind of like dewed up skin to begin with, but I would actually say that I could feel quite a bit of moisturization, quite a bit of dewy-ishness. It feels weird to be like, I felt dewiness in the makeup, but it did have like a moistness to it. You know, this is definitely didn't feel dry and matte, and it definitely doesn't look dry and matte. So I'm just gonna powder down with translucent powder from Canmake, which is a Japanese cosmetics brand. Okay, I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows next, and I'll be honest with you, I did struggle with my love of makeup and my love of skincare. You know, I was way into makeup before I was ever into skincare. I really got into makeup when I was in college. I was in theater. I was an actor. I was a performer, but everybody was required to take a stage makeup class, and we all had to learn how to do all kinds of different makeup. And it wasn't just like basic makeup. You know, there's like a basic makeup concept and technique that you do for any kind of performer on the stage, because the makeup is different for theater work than it is for like every day, because there's such bright lights and stuff. So you have to do different stuff with contouring and highlighting and things like that. But then we also learned like special effects makeup. We did gore makeup. We did like makeup concepts. I did a fairy. If you guys know the movie Fern Gully, I did Krista from that movie. And so I did like full on pixie like makeup and glitter and green. I made like my own latex elf ears that were held up with like dried spaghetti. That's kind of where I came into like the whole like beauty world, was through makeup first. So anyways, a few years into that, my skin started to not be so great. I started to get a lot of clogged pores, a lot of texture. I'd always kind of had like an uneven complexion and dull skin, but it just seemed like it got way, way worse. And that is when I got into skincare, because I needed to fix a problem on my face. And that actually is what led me into K-beauty, particularly because I started researching like, how do I fix this? Like, what do I do for all these clogged pores and this texture? And I knew, you know, that I wasn't really getting all my makeup off. I was trying so hard, you know, I was washing my face really, really well, but all I was using was just a basic foaming cleanser, and it just wasn't enough to remove like a full face foundation and stuff. That's how I discovered oil cleansing, and that's how I discovered K-beauty, because they were like, do the double cleansing method, use an oil cleanser, then your foaming cleanser. And I was like, what the heck is an oil cleanser? And that's how I started to fall into the rabbit hole of K-beauty, because I was like, okay, well, I need an oil cleanser, and K-beauty really seems to have originated with this double cleansing method. What else is in here? What other gems can I discover from this like Korean philosophy around makeup and skincare? So what I do is I just really like kind of help fill in my eyebrows with the Etude House eye pencil, and then I really just kind of help define everything. I noticed that this just kind of like kicks it up a notch with my brow look with the Dipbrow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. The color's dark brown, and this is just like a little it's almost like a little brow gel that you apply with a brush, and you can just get really nice, precise little like hair strokes with this. So anyways, you know, I definitely feel like getting more into skincare made me not fall out of love with makeup, but it definitely you know, it definitely changed my outlook on makeup, and my passion definitely shifted into skincare, right? And that's definitely what I'm more passionate about, but I still do really enjoy makeup. And so I just so appreciate that so many companies do seem to be coming out with these products that are marrying kind of skincare concepts with makeup products, like the Purito BB Cream, like the Peach and Lily Primer, with skin beneficial and skin friendly ingredients without any of the crazy fragrance stuff going on. There's nothing wrong with fragrance, it's just my skin doesn't like it. So, you know, for me, it's something I definitely have to avoid. So I've just been really enjoying that, because it's just like something you can feel comfortable about putting onto your skin and leaving it on all day long. And it really does, especially as a skincare addict, it makes me feel more confident in my makeup, because I do have that dysfunctional kind of relationship with makeup having caused skin issues and then having to get into skincare. But like it definitely helps me navigate that world, and it definitely makes me feel a lot better, and I feel more confident about my makeup products now because there are so many better choices. So thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's how I feel. Like, something that's been on my mind a lot lately is like, you know, how the makeup world and the skincare world can actually go hand in hand. And I feel like that is starting to occur, and I just think it's really cool. All right, enough of that. Let's go in for some blush. This is one you've seen me use before. It's from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Cheek to Chic Ecstasy blusher. And this has really been my go-to blush basically like all the time now, because it's just really pretty natural color. And it just, no matter what kind of eyeshadow look I'm going for, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm wearing, it just suits my complexion really nicely. It's like, it's just the right thing. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of eye primer on my eyelids before eyeshadow. I just find that I need eye primer. Like, I can't live my life without it. Some people can. I can't. So this is from Urban Decay. It's the Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Okay, I honestly don't really have a plan going into the eyeshadow. I would just really wanted to hang out with you guys right now and play with makeup. So I grabbed the Romand eyeshadow quad that I got in the Yes Style Advent calendar that you saw me unbox a couple weeks ago. I can't remember what this is called, and of course the back of this is all in Korean, so I'll link what it's actually called in the info box for you guys. Okay, so I'm just putting the lightest matte brown shadow into the crease of my eye right now, and I would say like the color payoff's pretty good. I feel like Korean eyeshadows get a really bad reputation for having really poor pigmentation, and that's basically true. It's basically true. A lot of brands have improved their formulations since they've gotten that reputation of having poor pigmentation. I feel like they've really improved. So I am going in for the darkest matte brown shade now, and I'm just gonna, as much as I put that lighter brown like all over the hollow of my eye, I'm just gonna kind of concentrate it towards the outer corner in the hollow, or whatever it's called, crease. It's called the crease. So it is like, it's November right now, and it's just starting to get cold here, which means like, you know, it's 2020, it's a pandemic. It's not like you can go anywhere or do anything anyways, but like the winter season's like even worse because it's just so stinking cold. You don't even want to leave your house anymore, right? For like the next 6 months. And so it is gonna be like cabin fever season. I can already feel it with me right now, and I don't even get cabin fever that much. I love being at home like all the time, and I can feel it. Like, it's just like I want to go somewhere, I want to do something, I just want to see something different. Yeah, it has been, you know, I pretty much am just always working, so that takes up all of my time, but I definitely am starting to feel that, like, that itch. Like, I just want to go somewhere, I want to do something, I want something different, something new, something exciting, but nothing unprecedented. It's not that I want things to go back to normal, I just want things to calm down and normalize. You know, I realize that we can't go back, because we can't. As much as we want to, the world will never be the same again. It just won't. But I do want things to normalize, but I don't want like this crazy stuff to be like normal. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want things to adjust, and I just want things to get better. I think we all just want things to get better. Let me get on with the eyeshadow, because if I just sit here and just the video is going to be super long. What am I going to do next? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put this what am I doing? I don't know. I guess I'm going to put this kind of like red, kind of rusty orange color. I'm gonna put this like on the outer, on my lid, but like from like the middle to the out. We do just kind of have to get through this so that we can kind of move on to better days, right? Like we just have to, we got to live through this. Wow, this is really red. Let's see where this is. Let's see where this is going. We got to live through this. You know what I mean? We got to get through this, and it's not gonna be easy. And I accept that. Like I accept that. Like in my heart, I accept that, and I know that like it can't be like this forever. It will get better. That doesn't mean it can't get worse before it does get better. Okay, I still don't know where this eye look is going, but now I am using now I'm using the this white glittery stuff. The breakdown of this makeup fake tutorial. I'm using this white glittery stuff from the inner corner of my eye to the kind of center and just kind of blending it outwards. And then I'm going to go in and blend it all together, and hopefully it all comes together. I probably should have blended it before I put this glittery stuff on. It's fine. It's like 2020. Like we're going to make it work, you know, it's going to be fine. Like I said in my October video, which one? My October favorites video, where I said, you know, it's sometimes you feel like you're really isolated, and how conflicted you might be feeling. I guess I was going to say we use the word crazy. I don't mean to use the word crazy. Like you feel crazy inside, but like you feel conflicted, you know what I mean? And it feels very isolating to kind of go through those kinds of feelings in 2020, because I feel like we're all kind of like going through ups and downs, but at different times. You know, some people were super bothered in March, April, when, you know, when we were all kind of going into quarantine and lockdowns and things were shutting down, and where a lot of people were losing their jobs at that time. The economy is crashing and things like that. For a lot of people, the early pandemic was really difficult. For other people, this past summer was really difficult. And I'll tell you, for me, that stuff was hard for sure, but nothing has hit me harder than October and November have, and who knows what's to come, right? So it's like you go through this like up and down cycle where it's like you may be feeling bad, but the people around you are feeling like okay, I don't know if I'd say they're feeling good, but they're feeling okay, right? They're doing all right. And that makes you feel super isolated. And for me, I was doing okay through most of the year, and well, a lot of people around me were not, and it made me feel really bad, dude. Like really bad. It made me feel bad for feeling okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I almost felt guilty because like I was almost like, I don't want to say I was like almost happy, but like I was doing really well, you know, because I was just focusing on other stuff, and I had other things that were making me feel fulfilled and happy at the time. But a lot of people were really struggling in it. It takes a toll on like your friendships and stuff. Like it's really difficult when you're not feeling what other people are feeling. And maybe you're watching this video and you're like, I'm okay. And like, I'm like, you're not, right? And it just feels weird when you're not on the same page. But at the same time, we all kind of are on the same page, because whether you were feeling really bad in March and you're feeling okay now, and that's great, you know what it feels like to not feel okay, right? So even if you're not feeling it right now, it's just like we all collectively have been through the same thing. And I just feel like I'm going off on like a crazy tangent. I'm going to start just blending stuff so that the lines aren't so harsh on this eyeshadow. Nobody can stand up and say that 2020 did not deliver them a challenge and did not, you know, demand that they rise up to meet that challenge. We all have it. And some of us, it came earlier in this year. Some of it came later in the year. And for some of us, it's still to come. But like, we have all been through it. We have all been through it together. And it really does like really, it frustrates me that we don't see that. We're more interested in finding our differences than we are in finding our similarities sometimes. But it's just like one of the most comforting things that I found, you know, when I was really struggling last month was like, I know I'm not the only one. Like so many people told me they're not okay too. And I was just like, wow, you know, you're not the odd man out for feeling bad now. You know, everybody is going to be given a unique set of challenges. But like I said earlier, everybody's been challenged this year. Let me just tell you, I didn't know what I was going to say in this video, but I really wanted to make this video like a distraction video. I didn't mean to actually talk about 2020, but now all these things are coming out. So I just want to let you know I'm sorry if you are like not wanting to hear this right now. But I made my best of 2019 when in the new year, right? My best of 2019 video last year. And I said I thought 2020 was going to be the best year ever, and it was going to be the roaring 20s and blah, 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 right? In a way, this still, this is going to sound so strange. In a way, it kind of still was the best year ever. It sounds really messed up to say that. But like when you look back, right, hindsight is 2020. When you look back at everything with a fresh mind, you can see where things started, right? And it all starts with a lot of change. And like this is where everything is starting. And I just hope that what we are starting now, while it feels chaotic, it feels crazy, it feels difficult and hard, I feel like the changes and the challenges of 2020 are going to catapult us into something better. I hope. It's what I hope for, and it's what I hope is the bigger picture in all of this, because it's not just about a year. We do love, 2020 or not, we do love to look at things from January 1 to December 31st. We like that period of time, right? It feels good to like open the book in January and close it in December. We like that kind of finality to things, but that's not how life works, right? Like life doesn't like just automatically change because the calendar changed on December 31st to January 1st. Like it doesn't work that way. So I think a lot of us are hoping like, okay, let's just get this dumpster fire of a year over with. And I don't know why I'm still blending, but I'm just going to keep blending. Actually, I think this turned out pretty nicely, right? Let's just get this dumpster fire of a year over with. And yet, there is no guarantee that all of this chaos that is occurring this year is just going to stop because the calendar changed from December 31st to January 1st. I hate to break it to you. This was meant to be an uplifting video. It's just going to keep happening in 2021, right? Like it's going to get better. It's going to change. I do think it's going to get better in 2021, but I don't think that it's going to immediately be different in January. Knowing that, I am preparing myself for that. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily like a negative thing. It's not necessarily like a super Pollyanna positive thing either. It's just something that I'm telling myself is like, there's no deadlines to these things. There's no like magic, like you change from the, like you change into a pumpkin or from a pumpkin or whatever, some Cinderella reference. It doesn't just all change at midnight. It doesn't all just change on January 1st. Okay, so now I'm just going to do some eyeliner. I'm going in with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Whiskey. This is like a dark brown. I'm not really doing like a cat eye or a flick or anything, but I'm just kind of smudging it into my lash line. I kind of like how this eyeshadow, I had no idea what I was like not paying attention because I was like on this like inspirational rampage. And then I am just going to do some tight lining with the, why do I always want to call this Tony Moly? This is not Tony Moly. This is MAC Queen Waterproof Pen Liner in black. And I'm really just going to follow the like edge of my lashes and do a really thin line just to kind of really help pop my eye area without covering up the brown eye pencil that I put on. Because I want the brown to be like what you see, but I just want to intensify it at the lash line just a little bit with the black eyeliner. And I can't talk and eyeline. It's like, it's just too hard. This is the Mise-On Collagen Curling Fix Mascara. This is also the first time that I'm using this, so like, fingers crossed. Anything can happen in this video today. Distraction time, right? Like, I didn't really want to talk about it, but I guess I had to get it off my chest. But like, distraction time. What are you doing to distract yourself besides just watching this video right now? And what am I doing to distract myself? I'm making this video for you right now. So this is a good thing that we've got going on. You got to give your brain a break. You got to give your emotions a break and kind of do something completely unrelated. And I started getting obsessed. I've always been super into podcasts, but I've been like getting way obsessed with podcasts lately. I've been listening to one called You're Wrong About, which is amazing. I binge listened to every single episode all of October. They talk about a wide range of topics, but a lot of it is about things that happen kind of like in like the childhood of millennials, essentially. But they talk about like media events and people that maybe we were wrong. You're wrong about. Things that we were wrong about. We didn't get them quite right. Right now they're talking about Princess Diana, and I am just so grateful for them and what they do on their podcast, Michael and Sarah, because That is what I need. I need to throw myself into the drama, the 25-year-old plus drama of the royal family. And these just like so dramatic people and their lives and their loves and their divorces. This is what I need right now. It feels super frivolous to like be like so obsessed with like Diana and Charles and blah, blah, blah. But like, this is what I need right now. Like, this is the kind of brain break that I need. It's super interesting, and I'm just so like grateful for all the content creators, really. I mean, not just, you know, in the podcast world, but just all the content creators who are just doing their thing. Right now, it's just been so helpful, and I hope that, you know, I am contributing to that for you guys as well. Like, that is, I mean, I don't want to be like, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning, but in a way, that's what keeps me going. We're really lucky, I guess, to be able to be able to go through this at this time, because can you imagine going through COVID and like 2020 and just like all the nonsense in 1997? Like, no texting, no internet. Well, I mean, like, there was the internet, but there wasn't really like the internet, and like you'd have to wait 20 minutes for your email to load, and nobody could call you on the phone if you were on the internet. Like, did anybody else go through that? I don't want to say we're lucky to go through this, because nobody wants to go through this, but if this has to happen, we're just lucky that we can still be connected in these ways while still being socially distanced. Okay, I'm gonna put on a little bit of lip pencil lip liner. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the lip liner in Pillow Talk. It does have like a little subtle like lip enhancing effect, and so it's totally not necessary, and I don't use it every day, but I've just like really been into lip liner. It's so 90s, isn't it? So I'm going to finish off the look with just like my favorite everyday lip color, which is the Moonshot Rêve de Paris lipstick in Sen. It's color 601, and I love this. This is actually, if you guys like Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, which is, I use the lip liner, but they also have like a really famous lipstick. This is actually kind of a similar like Korean dupe, honestly. Okay, so I was gonna say like the makeup look is over, but I actually forgot there's another new product that I want to try on camera for the very first time. Like, what could possibly ever go wrong with that, right? I'm just kidding. This is from Peach and Lily. This is new. It's their Glass Skin Veil Mist. So I've been wanting to try this out for a while, and then this is like a really good opportunity. So I'm just going to use it to kind of like set my makeup. Honestly, I think I'm already kind of glass skinned as it is, but let's just see, right? And no harm. Okay, so first things first, the mist was great. You know, that's the first thing I look at with mist. Does it spit the mist out at you, or does it like distribute it in really fine and even particles? And it did. It was really, really fine, very even mist. So excellent. Because that's the first hurdle you gotta cross with a mist. So it feels super hydrating on my skin. I felt the hydration on it, but interesting. It's definitely settled into my skin now, and I feel like it created like actually a little occlusivity on my skin, which is actually how I wanted to use it, because I want to use this to set my makeup. I don't just want like water on my face, like fancy water on my face, right? This actually feels like it created like a little bit of a final layer, like an occlusivity, but it's still breathable. It doesn't feel thick or anything. So that's the look. I'm like really surprised that this all came together. I am not wearing any highlighter at all, but I'm glowing, I'm dewy, and I'm loving it. And you know what else I'm loving? Because I didn't know how this video was going to turn out. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I had a lot of fun just hanging out with you guys, and I'm glad that the makeup look didn't turn into a disaster. But you know what I'm happy about is I've been filming for a hot second now. I have not looked at my phone at all, and it is amazing. I don't know what's going on, and that's great. I hope that this video helped you as well. I hope it gave your brain a break. That was the point. I hope that it served you guys, and I am curious to know how you are doing for real this time. Let me know how you're doing. You know, we are going to get through this, but we're only going to get through it if we stick together. So let me know how you're doing, and or let me know in the comment box below, what are you using for your brain breaks besides this video, right? Netflix recommendations, podcasts, books, whatever it is. Let me know what you're doing to give yourselves a break to let your mind just be and just like kind of go into a little bit of a happier space. If you, for some reason, are watching this video and you're not subscribed to my channel and you made it to the end and you're like, who is this kooky girl? But you enjoyed it and you want to see more from me, please consider subscribing. I release 2 new skincare focused, usually videos, sometimes makeup every single week, and turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop when I post the new videos. I hope you're healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye.